Hey, real quick, before we get into that episode, do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. That way you don't miss out on any marketing nuggets. Enjoy the show.
Everyone has a different perspective of marketing.
Right.
Okay. We all have different backgrounds where we come from.
Right.
But based on even what industry you start out in, you have an idea of marketing.
Hi, I'm Josh Owen. As the owner of a video marketing company in New Orleans, I've been on the quest to learn everything I can about marketing. Everyone has a different style, different strategy, and a different experience. Is there a wrong way to do it? A right way to do it? Let's find out together as we make marketing make sense. All right, well, welcome back, everybody, to another fantastic episode of Make Marketing Make Sense. Today, I'm joined by Matt Preuett, the founder of 90 by 3, a marketing consultant and guru, some might say. Thanks for joining in.
Thank you, Josh.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, welcome in. And today we're talking all about correcting your marketing. We want to fix that marketing up, and you know a thing or two about doing that.
Yes.
Doris have a great time right now. So what would you say, what is it that causes marketing misalignment?
I was hoping you would tell me, actually.
Well, I would say that marketing misalignment is, you know a thing or two about it.
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking a lot about this topic because we brought it up yesterday. And I was thinking about this idea of marketing alignment, right? And, it reminded me of kind of how chiropractors work, So if you think about marketing in terms of the skeleton.
Wow. Props.
This is instructional.
Okay.
So marketing is really about the spine.
Yeah.
Alignment of the spine. Have you ever had a misalignment in your back?
I can't neither confirm nor deny that I have, but
I haven't. So what I hear is if you have misalignment in the back, you can't move right.
Yeah.
So if you think of marketing and business alignment, you can't move.
Right.
That's
true. That's true. I felt that, at times.
It also reminds me of, remember that joke I told you a while back about the chiropractor?
Oh, it must have been a long time ago. I can't, you have to repeat it for everybody.
It was about a week back.
Oh, okay. Well, a week can be a long time ago for some people.
Week back.
Yeah.
Week back.
And so when you describe those misalignments, what are some of the common pitfalls that happens with that?
Okay. That wasn't on the script.
Well, if you were to say a common pitfall that comes across as you are an expert in the field.
You were supposed to ask me the questions on the script.
So on the script, that being...
There was like 5 questions.
Well, when you are a consultant, when you consult other people, what are some of the common pitfalls that happens?
This is it. This is how my career ends right here, Joshua. Should I call you Josh?
You can call me whatever you like. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Marketing pitfalls.
Yeah.
Alignment.
And
so that's what I think.
All right. Well, then when it comes to what about when it comes to finding that North Star that you're looking for?
Yeah. All right. So if you think about marketing alignment in general terms, as we demonstrated on the skeleton, what ends up happening a lot of times is you have people at the top and people at the bottom, and a lot of miscommunication in between.
Right.
And what I think about is generally where this starts is everyone has a different perspective of marketing.
Right.
Okay. we all have different backgrounds where we come from.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
marketing is very much part of the American experience.
Mhm.
We're kind of born into this seeing commercials of toys on television. But based on even what industry you start out in, you have an idea of marketing. So, for example, if you are in consumer packaged goods,
Yeah.
marketing and advertising is something that's very closely related to the success of a product. So you
Right.
understand it's very important. If you come from a professional services background, marketing is looked at as sort of this sales enablement tool, right? We're going to help our sales line sell better.
Yeah.
Also, from just an industry perspective, I know you've had construction and people with backgrounds in different industries. Like you think of construction industry, marketing for a long time was perceived as something that helped. Like you just help write proposals.
Right.
And then in some industries, it's looked at as, well, this is just, kind of a branding exercise. So, I would think of marketing.
Oh, we got something else in
really
the bag.
like an onion.
Wow. I was wondering if there was an onion in that bag. Peel that layer. So when you say marketing's like an onion, because there's multiple layers to marketing?
I was going to say because it stinks and makes me cry a lot.
Marketing does.
Yes.
In what ways?
All of them.
Wow. You picked the right job for the part there.
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
And so when it comes to marketing, like there's all these misalignments, but you need that North Star. And so you have your onion. So what do you do, to make it less stinky, I guess, in that respect?
Yeah. So there's some things you look for.
Okay.
Right? How do you know if your organization has misalignment in the marketing side of things? I asked, I have lots of friends, Josh. Lots.
That's great.
I have a lot of friends. And a lot of them are marketers.
Yeah.
And sometimes I ask them questions. And one of those questions I asked one time to a bunch of them was, what is the number one thing or the most common ways that business leaders or your bosses interrupt your job or get in the way of you doing your job, doing marketing? And the most common response was, they don't trust me. 76% of everyone I asked said, they don't trust us to do our job. They micromanage us. They don't have a general understanding of marketing. And also, they don't give us enough resources. So whenever I'm encountered with a business executive or even a marketing director who says, we're having all these problems, generally those are some of the things that come out. They say, we don't feel trusted. We're not getting enough budget to do marketing with, all these things. So those are the initial signs and symptoms. And those things lead to just a lot of execution of marketing, a lot of actions of marketing, but nothing really tied together in terms of what are we accomplishing.
Right.
So if you think of it as a
more's coming out of the bag here. What do we got?
If you think of marketing,
Legos.
Marketing is like
a pyramid.
A pyramid. Okay, and then you have one second. Say you have
As a Lego man.
This is the business executive.
The business executive Lego.
Yes, he
sits at the top of the pyramid.
He sits at the top of the pyramid.
Wow.
And if you envision, these different. Oh, let me put him this way.
All right.
This is the marketing pyramid.
Right. And he sits at the top of
He
it.
sits at the top.
Okay.
All right. And so he sees what's around him, right?
Right.
He feels what he's sitting on.
Right.
And then
As you
within
do.
these, yes.
Yeah.
And so at the top here is it's his goals,
Right.
his objectives or hers, and it has to do with growing the business always,
Okay.
some way, somehow. So
That's
maybe
marketing, yeah.
maybe it's a sales goal. Maybe it's we want to get more revenue out of this particular division.
Okay.
Maybe we want to grow our market share,
Right.
expand into a new city,
For sure.
acquire a business. All those things are here. If we go down the pyramid, as we can see kind of these different colors, the next layer you might have your overall marketing objectives. And then you have your marketing strategy. And then you have all of your campaigns and programs. And then down at the bottom, you have all these different marketing actions and channels, right? And so what ends up happening is you've got, this is the marketer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He's in a spacesuit.
Okay. Because
Marketers wear spacesuits.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And so what you have him doing is, down here, he's just putting, these Legos represent individual actions. They
that
represent
the marketer does.
Yeah. So this could be like, this is a hot dog eating contest.
Okay.
And he's like, I think hot dog eating contest is going to be great.
Yeah.
Get a lot of publicity from it. And then he starts to do the contest, right?
Yeah. Puts the contest in there.
And he's down here, right? And he's like, man, this is the best marketing ever.
Yeah.
Because I had, 35 people show up to the hot dog eating contest.
Right.
So he's doing it. And then one day, president guy, he's
the CEO of the company.
The CEO, he's like, hey, marketing guy, come up here and tell me how marketing's doing.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, well, we had a hot dog eating contest and 35 people showed up.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, what does that mean?
Yeah.
How does that help me expand my market share? How does that help me increase revenue in this division? How is it affecting our sales? And so marketing guy starts freaking out, right? And he's running up and down the pyramid.
The pyramid, yeah.
He's trying to figure out what data can I get?
Right.
How can I get this information to prove that this hot dog eating contest really works? And so what you end up having is, them getting mad at each other,
right,
saying, oh, you don't understand me. And then he's like looking at the budget and saying, I'm cutting all of the marketing dollars because I'm not spending more money on hot dogs. This is just doesn't make any sense. So what we really should be having.
There's another layer to this.
I forgot because, this is the other department heads.
And they're wielding a crowbar?
They're wielding a crowbar.
Okay.
They're on the other side of the pyramid and they're doing their thing, right? Like this is the sales department and they're like, they're working away here.
Okay.
Working on sales.
Yeah.
They went
and does this have to do with the hot dog eating contest?
They went to the hot dog eating contest.
Okay.
And they tried to sell people some stuff while they were eating hot dogs.
Right.
And they're like, look, we're doing our job. We don't know about marketing. It's not helping us here. And so guy at the top, this guy's fighting. They're not talking to each other. It ends up being a big mess.
Right.
So what I always advise people to do, right, if you think about it, if you flip it around, you see this nice little white block line there?
The white line?
There's a white line.
And that's a silver lining?
That's the white Lego blocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what does that have?
So
exactly.
What it means is if the marketing guy down here
in the spacesuit,
right, if they can get an understanding of what the boss is sitting on,
the guy at the top,
the guy at the top,
yeah,
right, then they start working from the ground up, right, saying, okay, what actions are we doing?
Okay. Oh. Yeah, well, keep going.
God, keep messing this up. What actions are we doing that ties into a strategy?
Right.
that ties into an overall way of measuring that strategy that ties into increasing sales or increasing market share.
Gotcha.
Right? So there's layers, there's steps moving up and down.
It's like the onion.
It's like the onion. So the difference here is what I like to call KPIs and metrics.
Gotcha.
So you know what a KPI is?
Key performance indicator.
Key performance indicator.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of ways that people define it. I always define it as the one most important metric that you can give the guy at the top or gal at the top so that they understand that what you're doing is moving the needle.
Yeah.
Right? So if let's say sales from a particular department or revenue from a particular department is the key performance indicator, well, then your marketing strategy needs to show what you're doing is actually affecting that number.
Gotcha.
Metrics, which would be reported at down here at the bottom level in all of your campaigns and programs, that's more of an indicator of letting you know if you're doing a good job, right? Like, is your campaigns working? Is the hot dog eating contest really working or not? So if you could take those metrics and tie them into the overall KPI, then you're moving the business forward. However, if this guy down here is taking these metrics, and let's say this channel is your website.
Gotta have a good website. And that's still the hot dog eating contest, or?
It's the landing page for the hot dog eating contest.
Oh, okay. So this wasn't just like a marketing strategy. It was actually the actual business.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It's a hot dog business.
Gotcha. Well, okay. Is there anything else in the bag that you want to show before we start wrapping up in time here? Anything else that as far as like how this relates to the bringing this to the top of the pyramid?
I had a friend.
Okay.
He posted this really great graphic on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Love LinkedIn. Love the great graphics.
Yeah.
And how does that relate to the hot dog eating contest?
It was...
Well, why don't we do... What about this? Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you on social media and where they can get more in case that any of this intrigues people and that they want to, find more online.
90by3.com. That's 90x3.com.
Online. And on socials?
Yes.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, folks. If any of this intrigues you and you like onions or Legos, hit up Matt. And then, we'll see you all in the next one. This has been a wild and fantastic episode of Make Marketing Make Sense. Thanks for tuning into the show. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This episode of Make Marketing Make Sense is brought to you by Comfystone. If your business needs organic social media video content, video ads, or video podcasting, hit up Comfystone at comfystone.com and follow Comfystone on Instagram and TikTok. Until next time, this is Make Marketing Make Sense.